So good morning again. Good morning, Jenna. Life calmed down enough to make that's awesome. You know, it's funny, if you would have seen me just 60 seconds ago, you'd see me doing my morning rush around. You know, when two people are trying to use the same shower and everything else. But, God, it feels good. So, again, this is just that light switch for me. It's like, I've been doing this for so long that the moment I sit down and I hear the cards and imagining they sound like the ocean, that light switch gets clicked and it's like my shoulders just naturally kind of relax. And that's the thing about, you know, Jenny, you really have all those good habits for writing and things like that. I bet it's a lot like you with the light switch where it's like, okay, life, and then click. It's like, okay, got to do this. Because I find writing to be very meditative also. So, what does the universe have for us today? Who knows? But it's like a daily reflection or a daily inventory. One of those things where we just check in with the universe and see how we feel. A chance to take a breath. Feet flat on the floor, butt in the seat. Shoulders relaxed, neck relaxed. And flip that light switch that says, okay, gears shifted. What does the universe have for us today? Had to remember to shave this morning. I'm going to be up in Hagerstown doing live readings at Laloon. And this Saturday, I kind of got to put this on my webpage, but I will also be doing the Witches Gathering in Hallethorpe. So, okay. Let's see. I am going to make our 3 stacks here. Each one of these a different thread going out to the universe. Each one of these a different thought or conversation. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path. Because this path will go down one direction. This conversation or this conversation will take us down a whole different path. So this morning, let's see what's on the bottom. Let's see what's underneath. Things that might influence us, but we don't see them. Let's do our 3 in 1. And we flip them over one at a time like they're pages of a novel. So we can all see what's going to happen at the same time. So we have the Ace of Swords. Swords are thoughts. Swords are ideas. Swords, you know, when it's an ace, it's like a seed of a thought, which means maybe trying something new. And what's Jenna say? I'm so proud of you, of all of you are doing, and happy to know someone local who is reliable and knowledgeable and wise. I hope you introduce me to this person, because that sounds like the type of person I would like to meet. So we have our Ace of Swords that drifts into the Hierophant, the Pope. So the Pope, if we just put aside all the religious connotations, you know, when we think about religion and things like that, we think about tradition, we think about institutions, we think about rules that we do not break, because it could be because how we're raised, or if it's a business, it's because, well, this is just how things go, regardless of what we feel. And sometimes that's good. Sometimes I personally need to have structure. So this is about something, ideas, and then structure. Okay, moving into the 7 of Wands. Wands are fire and creativity. And when we look at 7, with the wands, combine that together. Seven's about potential, ambition, drive to get things done. So, and the Pope is looking right at this. So before we flip over the advice card, let's just kind of look at this. So we have something we're starting. There's these strict rules, or these things that bind us in. It's like this is what, with religion, let's face it, this is what you're supposed to do. You know, that's what they tell us. That's who they are. But again, work, anything like that where we're within strict bounds. And the thing is that we can get ourselves so wrapped around the axles. We're supposed to be doing something this way. We're supposed to have this deadline. We're supposed to do something. And then we come up with the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is what I like to describe this as, is that, have you ever had the feeling where you've said, I can't believe I did that? Or what was I thinking? Or I've got to get this done. And sometimes we do things we normally don't do because we're stressed. All this fire's going on with these wands. We got to get things done. So sometimes we do things we normally wouldn't do. And we know the consequences that can lead us up to. So I'm going to flip over the advice card, which is the Fool. So what is the Fool? The Fool is the F it card. Maybe it's the I have no F's to give. I look in my garden and no F's grow. Because the Pope is looking at this card. You know, look at that stare. You know? And here's the workers underneath and everything else. So here's the Pope staring at this card because this has to get done, or we are responsible for this. And the Fool is looking straight up. And, you know, we have choices here, and that's what this is letting us know, is that today when we start feeling that pressure, that stress to get things done, we do need to stop. We do need to take that breath, because if we just kept listening to the Pope, if we kept just, this is what we're supposed to do, we'll try and make shortcuts. We'll try and, that stress will just build up to where we're going to make a mistake. And then we have to be like, I don't know what I was thinking. Didn't get enough sleep, whatever. Today's reading and the universe is just reaching out and saying, before we get to that point, let's think about the advice card. The Fool's going to be like, you know what? I can only do so much. You know, the Fool, it just gets there and does what he has to. And the Pope's going to be like, yeah, more. And the Fool's going to say, you know, again, I don't have any spoons left. But the Fool's going to be casual about it. The Fool's going to look in his drawer and it's just going to say, no spoons. As opposed to me, where it's like, you know, I have no spoons to give. I have no spoons left. The Fool's going to be like, oh, no spoons. So today when we feel that stress, let's just think about the Fool. And we do the best we can. And then we do not assume all. This is one of those situations sometimes where I'll even say to somebody, it's like, your lack of planning is not my crisis. You know, your lack of planning is not my crisis. Or, you know, where we decide to just, all right, I mean, no matter what I do, this is how it is. So, no spoons. It's almost like being able to put ourselves first. So, That's what the universe is reminding us of today. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Jenna. I'm going into the office today, hence, look at this. Look at me. I have a collar on. See? Don't I look? I need a tie to go with this. But that's me for the day. And I hope everybody here has an amazing day, an amazing evening wherever you are, whatever time zone you're in. And I will be back here again tomorrow. I'll be at Laloon tonight. And then Hallethorpe, I hope that's pronounced right. I think it is, Maryland, on Saturday. And if anybody wants to remind me, I need to put that on my webpage. I'm slacking because it's summer and I'm playing too much. I will see you again tomorrow, and thanks and take care. You're welcome.